The M16 and M4 platforms, both originally modification of Eugene Stoner's semi-automatic AR-15 rifle, these guns are all throughout Call of Duty, usually either alongside each other or in place of each other. It's difficult to find a game that doesn't feature a firearm from this enormous family of weapons. Even if it's not always depicted properly or in the correct time period, nonetheless, let's compare these rifles as we look into the past, present, and possible future. Before the video begins, I should let you know most of the stats in this video were taken from the CoD wiki. This is where you can find more info about these firearms, link in description. First, we have the Commando, with a base damage of 150 and an upgraded damage of 210. This is surprisingly not the weakest gun on this list. It fires at 750 rounds per minute and doesn't have double tap 2.0 or a special pack-a-punch abilities to help it on later rounds. It does come with fast mags when upgraded though. This is by far one of the best guns in Black Ops 1. All rifles are presumed to be chambered in 5.56 unless stated otherwise. Next up, we have the M27 from Black Ops 2. This rifle can only be obtained on Nuketown zombies from the box. It has slightly better damage stats than the Commando, 150 normal and 220 packed. It has the same rate of fire at 750 but carries 30 rounds less in the reserve, unupgraded compared to the Commando, and 10 less rounds per mag when upgraded. The red dot sight is equipped by default when packed, and it can be removed by repacking the firearm. Thirdly, we have the ICR-1. In appearance, it looks to be a futuristic M27 and is most definitely an AR platform. Once again, an unupgraded damage of 150, but an upgraded damage of 200 flat. A slower fire rate of 600. It has an ammo of 30 plus 210 or 45 plus 360 when upgraded, making this fairly different from its BO2 counterpart. This is also the first wall weapon on this list, costing 1500 when present. The HVK-30 has a base damage of 110 and upgraded damage of 175. The rate of fire is higher than the ICR but lower than the former two rifles at 722 RPM. Ammo count is 30 plus 300 and 60 plus 480 upgraded. This gun is presumed to be in the AR family due to its AR style charging handle. It wasn't a necessary inclusion, but it's best to cover all bases. It is the first on this list to not use 5.56, but instead chambered in 300 blackout. Wall buy costs 1600. Okay, next we have the ICR-7. From what my writer can tell, it's just a reskin of the ICR-1 with more ammo. It was added to this list because it's the evolution of the ICR-1. It bears almost no resemblance to the AR platform though. Instead, something more along the lines of the HK-433, once again covering all bases. This is also a wall weapon costing 1550 when present. Going back to something more in line with the AR platform, we have the Vapor XKG. Once again, in the CoD wiki does not show the damage stats, the Vapor, but we do know that the fire rate is 652 and it has 35 plus 315 rounds when unpapped and 50 plus 400 upgraded. It's a wall buy for the price of 1550. That was the M4 style of guns. Now moving on to the M16. My writer was debating adding the M8 rifles but decided to leave them out. First up, we have the BO1-M16 with a base damage of 100 and 150 when upgraded, a rate of fire of 937 per burst, ammo of 30 plus 120 or 30 plus 270 when packed. While being a wall weapon can make up for the lack of ammo, the BO1-M16 is definitely not a great choice deciding what guns to use. Even the pack-punch upgrade is lackluster. Changing the Fire mode from burst auto helps, but it still isn't very useful, and the M203 is useless, except for in one instance. On to the M16 from BO2. This is basically a copy-paste of the BO1 M16 with a slower fire rate at 750 per burst. Upgrading the M16 still makes it automatic and gives it an M203. It is still a wall weapon. The biggest change is double tap 2.0, which is not present in BO1. This, for all intents and purposes, doubles the damage and increases the fire rate. Creeping closer to the end of this video, we have the Black Ops 3 M16. The CoD wiki states it has a flat damage of 150, upgraded or not, and a flat fire rate of 909 per burst. A magazine size of 30 plus 240 or 30 plus 300 when upgraded. This is a first for many things when it comes to the M16. It's not a wall weapon, attachments are permanently affixed to the weapon via a patch. Upgrading the rifle does not make it automatic. The Pack-a-Punch name was changed, and you no longer get an M203 grenade launcher when upgraded. It's the first M16 to have double Pack-a-Punch abilities. Finally, we have the BO4 M16. While the CoD wiki doesn't have too much to say about this gun, it appears to be a copy-paste from BO3 with extra ammo. That could be wrong, but it's most likely the case. Another fact to note is the gun seems to be rare to get from the mystery box, and that's why there's no Pack-a-Punch gameplay in this video. Lastly, it should be mentioned that the M16 is a DLC weapon. It can be equipped with various attachments, but only if purchased. We will not be covering all the attachments for obvious reasons. Only base weapons. Purchasing the weapon is not required to obtain the N16 from the box. Now that we've covered all M4 and M16 style rifles, let us know which one's your favorite and leave suggestions for new videos in the comments below. Thanks for watching.